4 at 6.
The village of Tijeras is threatening to destroy the service dog of a special needs boy, and it's all because village leadership believes the dog is a pit bull, and pit bulls are banned in Tijeras. Brittany Costello spoke with the mother of that boy, and Brittany, she says this dog is his lifeline.
That's right, Danielle. This right here is Brewski. He is an ADA certified service dog who cares for her 10-year-old son who has a disability that's caused by brain damage. Despite that, village leadership is telling them Brewski has to go.
Meet 10-year-old Connor and his best friend Brewski.
Brewski is so kind to me. He helps me with my medicines.
The words best friend don't do their relationship justice. Not only do they run together, laugh and play, but Brewski is always one step behind Connor, protecting him as his service dog.
Brewski helps Connor really develop and maintain his focus. When we're in public together, if Connor starts getting too nervous or excited or upset or just out of hand, I've really trained Brewski to cue in on that.
Connor has apraxia, a motor disorder caused by damage in the brain, something that impacts movement and speech. But despite the fact Brewski is ADA certified, the village of Tijeras says Brewski has to go because he's a pit bull and he may be impounded by the mayor to be destroyed.
The mayor said that if they provide that exception based on the fact that he's a service dog, then anybody could get a pit bull in Tijeras and claim they were a service dog.
According to the Americans with Disabilities Act, municipalities that prohibit specific breeds of dogs must make an exception for a service animal of a prohibited breed. But Flanagan says the village council doesn't seem to care, and now the well-being of her son is at risk.
We have fun, we play, we do good. I'm Brewski, we love attention, and he loves attention from me, and we both work as a team together.
We reached out to the mayor of the village today. We were referred to an attorney. He did not return our calls. Flanagan says she's required to get her dog tested to find out if he is in fact a pit bull. Then at the next council meeting in November, she expects the village to make a final decision. Back to you.
Stay on top of it. Thank you, Brittany. A heads up right now for drivers in Rio Rancho. State Road 528, this is near Sabana Grande. It's closed in both directions because of a crash. All lanes, northbound and southbound on 528, are shut down, so you are going to want to avoid that area right now. It has been almost a year since a road rage encounter on I-40 claimed the life of a beautiful 4-year-old girl. But for the parents of Lily Garcia, it's been a year filled with determination to see justice. And that determination brought them into a Bernalillo County courtroom today. The man accused of shooting at their vehicle learned when he will face a trial. The court first has to send out questionnaires to potential jurors to be certain they can be objective in that case. After that process, jury selection should start December 1st.
You know, ready for this trial to start. I mean, it's already been pushed back. It's already going to be a year that he shot and killed my daughter, and so I'm just ready for it to be done.
The Garcia family is planning a 1-year angelversary for Lily. That's on October 20th, exactly 1 year after the shooting. They're going to release balloons and bubbles, and that is open to the public on Civic Plaza. Our state's top prison official is stepping down from his position. Today, Governor Susana Martinez announced New Mexico Corrections Department Secretary Greg Marcantel will retire at the end of this month. Marcantel has had a 3-decade-long career in law enforcement. He served as cabinet secretary since 2011. Marcantel says he plans to spend more time with his family following his retirement. New tonight at 6, it seems no place is safe from thieves. A church in Albuquerque was recently robbed, and the congregation is devastated. Kai Porter is here to explain what that thief stole and why the church desperately wants it back. Kai.
Danielle, the thief not only stole something irreplaceable, they stole cash, electronics, and then trashed the church. But instead of being angry at the thief, the congregation has a surprising message of forgiveness.
If you can see right here, you can see where they pried the door open.
Christine Montanez showed us where the thief left their footprints outside the Iglesia Pentecostes Adonai Church, a Spanish-speaking Christian church near Old Coors and Central.
I was devastated, just like any other. You're devastated.
The break-in happened sometime Thursday night when the church was closed. The crime discovered the next morning. The thief left the inside of the church trashed.
It's very hard. We're very limited on funds.
The thief stole the microphones, batteries, and about $40 the youth group had raised for a trip to Denver next month. They also stole something irreplaceable, this guitar that was a gift to the pastor.
It meant a lot to him.
Most of us would probably be angry at whoever did this, but not Montanez and her congregation. They have this message for the thief.
You're more than welcome to come and join our church. All we want back is your salvation, and we'll pray for you. It's a Spanish-speaking church, and if you speak English, I'll be more than welcome to translate.
Now, the church is holding a fundraiser tomorrow at 4 p.m. at the church. The public is welcome to attend. By the way, Danielle, this is the second time someone's broken into the church in the past 2 years. Back to you.
They are great people. Thank you, Kai. The case of a former New Mexico superintendent accused of fraud has hit a major roadblock. The DA's office wants defense attorney Sam Bregman off the case. Bregman recently defended former APD officer Keith Sandy in the murder trial of James Boyd. He's also representing former Mora superintendent Charles Trujillo, who's accused of fraudulently obtaining educator licenses. Well, according to the Las Vegas Optic, Chief Deputy District Attorney Thomas Clayton filed a motion last month to remove Bregman from the case. He says Bregman also represented a PED worker who has now been identified as a witness in this case. Preliminary hearings have been postponed until that issue can be resolved. The trial of a Santa Fe man accused of killing his adult daughter will go on as planned. That is despite efforts by the defense to toss out the case due to an issue over evidence. 66-year-old William Kelly has been charged in connection to the death of his daughter, 30-year-old Julianne Kelly. His lawyer filed a motion to dismiss the case, saying prosecutors never told the grand jury that blood containing the DNA of two other men was found under the fingernails of Julianne. The Santa Fe New Mexican reports a judge yesterday refused to toss out the indictment, saying there's no evidence proving that prosecutors had omitted that DNA evidence in bad faith. The man who police say left his debit card behind during a robbery is on the run again. According to court records, Devin Carter failed to show up to pretrial services. Carter was arrested last month for allegedly robbing a 7-Eleven on Central. Police were able to track him down because he left his debit card with his real name on the counter. Two Durango men admitted to pretending to be federal agents while stealing a large amount of medical marijuana from a home. The Durango Herald reports Lauren Heinze and Leonard Michael Powell pleaded guilty to robbery. Both men only face, 2 years of probation with their plea deal. Investigators say the men powered their way through the home and yelled that they were DEA agents. They placed two occupants in handcuffs and covered their heads with pillowcases, and then took off with a large tub full of marijuana.
Now, what a beautiful week we have had, and we finished our Friday on a very warm, beautiful note as well. A lot of us saw highs today in the 70s and 80s, 88 really being the warm spot today in Tucumcari. Into the metro, we got all the way to about 79 degrees, which is well above average, almost 10 degrees. Typically now in our fall months, we sit at about 70 through the afternoon. That's not the case, and we're going to be tracking some warmer temperatures as we go through the next couple of days. But as of right now, sitting still in the 70s and 80s, it's a mild evening. We continue to be watching for those warm temperatures. Winds not too breezy here in the metro, but as we go through the overnight, we'll start to look for the mild, comfortably cool skies, eventually into the 50s, some spots in the metro area tonight into the 40s, but we have a warming trend for the weekend. I'll have more details coming up.
Drivers in Santa Fe will have to endure a major traffic project much longer than expected. According to the Santa Fe New Mexican, the work on a busy stretch of Cerrillos Road is about 45 days behind schedule. The $10 million project started back in March, and the original completion date was set for October 7th, well past that. The supervising city engineer says a water line is playing a big role in the delay. To Decision 2016, accusations and counter-accusations between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton's campaigns, and things are getting really heated as we look forward to the next and final presidential debate. NBC's Edward Lawrence has a look at the day's political events.
At a North Carolina rally, Donald Trump says his accusers are lying when they say he made unwanted sexual advances towards them years ago.
The stories are total fiction. They're 100% made up. They never happened.
Trump went on to blame the media without offering proof the accusations are false. Still another woman, a former contestant on The Apprentice, came forward, saying she met with Trump in 2007 at his Beverly Hills hotel room hoping for a job. She claims he kissed her, and she told him to get real.
He repeated my words back to me, "Get real," as he began thrusting his genitals. He tried to kiss me again with my hand still on his chest, and I said, "Dude, you're tripping right now," attempting to make it clear I was not interested.
Trump's running mate, Mike Pence, on the Today Show, tried to change the debate to Hillary Clinton's email controversy.
Now when we hear that they were directing contracts in the Haitian recovery effort to friends of the Clintons, all we get is silence, all we get is denials.
President Obama campaigned for Clinton in Cleveland, saying she is more qualified to be president and Trump would be an embarrassment.
He doesn't seem to have the interest in acquiring the knowledge or the basic honesty that a president needs to have.
Clinton says this election is far from over and she won't take anything for granted. Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump face off for the last debate next Wednesday in Las Vegas. Both are looking forward to the big stage. Edward Lawrence, NBC News, Washington.
A candlelight vigil will be held this weekend for an Espanola baby who died from being violently shaken. 9-month-old Jaden was taken off of life support earlier this week. This Sunday, friends and family will be hosting a balloon release and candlelight vigil for Jaden, and you're encouraged to wear blue, bring balloons and bubbles, and they're also asking for clothes donations. Those will be given to foster children. Will the prosecution choose to refile the case against former APD cops Keith Sandy and Dominic Perez? It looks like we could have an answer to that much sooner than we thought. That is all new tonight at 10.
In Albuquerque, family's home is in shambles. What caused this amount of damage and why they say it will keep happening unless something changes.
And a chilling video captures the moment a shark breaks into a diving cage. Plus, a simple touchdown pass last night made state history. JP will have the story for you later in sports.